Hello, this is Joni from Fox and Socks Nursery. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do blue shade veins and purple shading. So right now I've got my paint stirred up. You shouldn't be able to see, this is vein blue, you shouldn't be able to see the bottom. But you'll need to keep it stirred so it doesn't, it's highly pigmented and you don't want the little pigments swimming around. You want to make sure it stays blended. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it leaving behind some residue. Okay, so I have my small detail brush, a makeup wedge, and my small smudge brush. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I already started filming and then I had to stop, so I'm just gonna tell you what I did. So you're going to put it underneath the nose and make it like a little triangle where the mouth dips down around. You're going to do it on both sides, and you're going to pat it and make sure it's about the same shade, and then you're going to put it underneath the I don't know what my camera's doing. You're going to put it underneath the lip and that little dip area, and you'll take your smudge brush and you'll wipe it out. Basically, you're just creating shadows. And then as far as the eye, you're going to start in the corner and go up towards the top of the eyelid. Oh my goodness, stop. Stop. And you're going to do the top of the eye. You're going to start in the corner and go up towards the top of the eyelid. The skin is really thin right there, and you should be showing. There you go, maybe. It should show where the skin is thin. And then I started here, and you should be able to see pretty well. You see where the shape of the fontanelle is. So you're going to shade in that triangle area. And we'll do this side. So I'm going to shade in this area like this, and a little bit up towards the top of the eyebrow. And you're going to blot, use Pound's blot, whatever you can call it. And I always kind of follow the fontanelle a little bit. Now, I do this for all my babies, the Caucasian babies. It may or may not show on a darker skinned baby. I don't think I put as much shading into the darker skinned babies because you really can't see it. But I'm also showing you how to do biracial, so I'm going to put it in there. Okay, I'll make sure top here. You see, looks like eyebrows on top of eyebrows. You're creating a shadow. Okay. And we're going to do the inside of the ears. And I do it like all the way back there. And I have a dry brush here. Get that excess out. And this is creating an illusion of a hole, like a deep hole. And our skin is pretty, I'm going to put some right there. Our skin is pretty thin right there anyway. I'll put a little bit in that area. We're going to be building this up so you don't have to get it super dark. Now that probably will show on a darker skin baby. I'll put it in there, the base inside the ear, and a little bit right there. Oh, sorry guys. Brush is getting in the way. Make sure you've got all the excess patted out. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see it in there. Sure my brush is dry. Okay, and that's as far as the blue shading. I'm going to put veins on, and then whenever the veins are where I want them, I'll bake the whole baby, and then we'll go back and I'll do the purple shading and work on the lips and the eyelids. So, spoiler alert, you're gonna put more purple shading in the ear. Okay, so there's the shading. And I'm going to show you the veins. Now with the veins, they're going to look like lightning strikes. I'm going to across the bridge of the nose. I almost forgot. I'm going to put some, and kind of pounce it. The edges, it should look blended in there, so make sure you pounce. Veins are really hard because you don't want them too dark. You don't want to look like you took a Sharpie and drew it on there. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but it's fairly thin. Okay. I'm going to go like this. It's kind of hard to see. And it really doesn't matter where you put the veins. Babies have several on their forehead. And unless your baby's going to be bald, you don't really have to go too far up on the head. Keep your paint stirred. I'm going to get your brush a little wet and wipe it off. Let's see. Lightning strikes, little ziggy-zaggies. I usually put 3 or 4 across the forehead. Let's see. Should be making little faint lines. Push. Definitely do the temple area. And you can make some a little darker than the others because, I mean, we have veins that show really well, and we have veins that are pretty deep looking. And if you need help knowing where you put these things, you can always Google like pictures of babies. And I'm going to put a little bit of shading right there. Glasses. Oh, I can see now. Just kind of going back over it, making sure they're not too super dark. And you can come down, like, I don't know if you can see that one. You can come down on the face if you want. Treble M. I'm going to start with the shading, and we're going to put some, I don't know if you can see, but I have some blue right in here. And we put some blue on the thumb right there. You can see all my veins. Babies don't have that deep of veins, but okay, so I definitely want some in there, and I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna start veining. You can lift your own veins for inspiration. Remember, lightning strikes. And they could be a little bit more prominent in the wrist if you want. Trying to follow where I already put it. And you'll have to pay attention. Sometimes it settles in the little wrist creases, so make sure you keep those in mind and keep them cleaned. See? Okay. Having trouble getting these to show. I'm going to work with a smaller brush because baby veins are not that big. I'm going to connect it here. I'm going to put some on the hand. A lot of people do a Y on the hand. Get some more color here. Sometimes I get kind of creative and do several little veins on the hand, but I don't want to today. Okay, now your hands are going to stay lighter, so you might actually keep those on the wrist there. Whenever you darken the skin, you might actually still see them. And I always put a couple in the armpit area. I'm going to let that sit, and then I'll double check it before I bake. And grab the other one. Oof, it's stuck in there. Okay. Same thing, I'm going to put some shading in the palm, that little triangle area, and then a little bit right there. my first video I did, I was doing some of the brown color, and then I did put a little bit of blush on. I can't remember which video that was, but I just kind of wanted to see what it would look like on there. I don't know if you can tell. There's a little bit of blush. We'll be working on blush some more here in a bit with the next video, but the next video we're going to do purple and lips. We're plugging along. Veins are one of my least favorite things. Just because they take extra time, because you don't want it to look drawn on. I'm trying to follow. I'm going to do the hand. Trying to add more color because it's a little runnier than I want it to be. The veins should look transparent. Oh, it's really dark. And grab some of the thinner. I'm gonna get a little creative with this so you guys can see. I may have to stop the video. I'll try to hurry. Oof. Come on. Just a minute. I got a dog that wants to go outside. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to put one on the inside here. Grab a foot. Get that stirred up a little bit. Okay, we're going to start right there on the crease area of the foot. I don't know what that's called. Sole of the foot, but if you've got like a really strong indentation there, definitely shade it. Okay. We're gonna go kind of up on the arch there. You can look at your own foot and see that. There's a bunch of veins right there. So we want to shade it where it's thin skin. And the veins on the ankle are pretty prominent, so, whoops, that's really dark. Okay. Put some across the top of the foot. Remember the creases, you want to keep them from settling in there. I'm going across the top of the foot there. And I'm going to have one go over towards the toes. Okay. They blend really well. Okay. Now I like to go, where is it at? Across the shin. That's connecting to the one I already drew. Okay. I like to go across the top of the shin. Okay. It's hard to see it. I got too light there. Okay. We're going to go, I'm going to start back here. We're going to go down on the other side of the ankle. And it's okay if you want to put it on top of the ankle. I don't know if you see that. And if you need a little more color, make sure you try to follow the same line. And the more you work with it, the more practice you get, the better you will get at it. But it kind of helps if you keep it as transparent as possible and not too much color. But if you keep it stirred up, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. I don't know if you can still see it. It's wet, but I think it's going to dry transparent. Okay, I'm going to connect it to that one and put it down like that. And where you connect it, make sure you blend it really good so you don't end up with a darker spot there. See, like that? I'm going to blend it. Okay. Then I'm going to put one in the thigh area. Some more color in there. I'm just grabbing it from the sides. go like that. Okay. Doesn't show very good. Hang on. I'm trying to follow the one I already put down. And I'm also looking at the ones that I already did as they dry. Okay. The hand one should be done, so let me check those real quick. And if you don't like it, blot, blot. Okay. I'm following the one I already put down. Okay. Next foot. We're gonna go right in there. And when you check the limbs again, make sure the darkness level or the shade level, whatever you want to call it, is the same on both limbs. Otherwise it'll look weird. So, almost forgot. Hang on. So I'm gonna look. Okay, those are the same. I'm making sure that the palms of the hand are the same shade and the soles of the foot are the same shade. It doesn't matter so much if the soles of the feet are the same shade as the hands, but the matching limbs should be the same. Squirrel it down. Pat, pat. Okay. I'm going to go this one, and I'm going to take it kind of down the leg here. And I'm not going to paint inside that crease because I have a feeling it's just going to make it worse. It's not going to show very well. It's just going to make a blob. So, let's see. I'm going to blot that. And that. Let's see here. Just in case. We don't want it pooling in there. Okay, and then we're going to go make another one. Okay. I'm off camera, I'm sorry. Just following what I put down there. I'm just adding some more color to it. I'm gonna go towards the back of the ink there. Let's put some in the thigh. Whoop. Put some in the thigh area. That one fell, so we'll get this one. Okay, you're still on camera, okay. I'm starting to get hungry, my stomach's growling. Okay, I'm gonna look back over it. See if I like the veins. Okay, looks good. Okay, I've got all the shading and the veins done. Like I said, I'm gonna double check to make sure it's exactly the way I want it. I'm gonna put a little bit of blue right here too. There's some blue on that one side, so I'm gonna put some there. Thin skin, so. Okay. I'm gonna hit those inside of the ears again. And save your vein blue because we're going to use it as a modeling layer too. And I also use that color for the Caucasian babies. Okay. When she's dry, you're going to put her in the oven and bake her. And that's it for this video.